The Wilson Badejo Foundation continues to wax from strength to strength. The vision of Reverend Wilson Badejo, after whom it was rightly named, has continued steadfastly in the laid-down vision of its founder. The vision for the Wilson Badejo Foundation is encapsulated as thus: to integrate as much as possible the less privileged in our society into the nation's economic system in a bid to reduce poverty in the country. To enhance the economic status of the less privileged in our society through the sharing and caring ministry. The key goals of the Wilson Badejo Foundation are to have an annual program for the boys, outreach and skill acquisition program, give scholarship annually to indigent but brilliant students, organize annual lectures, outreaches to villages and suburbs, as well as community development programs. Achievements. Over the years of its existence, the WBF has engaged in a number of activities and projects which have been directed by the stated vision of the founder. These activities of the WBF included taking street urchins, popularly referred to as area boys, off certain streets in Lagos where they had constituted threats to the peace. Such places include Mushi, Bariga, Fadei and Igbolomu in Ikorodu. Many of them have been rehabilitated, reintegrated with their families and empowered to live responsibly. In the same vein, under its scholarship scheme, no fewer than 30 indigent but brilliant undergraduates have been assisted annually to pay at least their tuition fees in higher institutions of learning and seminaries across the country to read diverse courses. Also, the WBF had financially empowered a number of youth under its Youth Empowerment and Skill Acquisition Scheme. Beneficiaries were essentially those who have skills, but because of lack of resources were unable to set up gainful enterprises. The WBF, in addition to its medical outreach, under which it offers free medical tests and pays for medication and simple surgeries, is engaged in community development projects for the provision of basic amenities such as potable water supply to communities neglected by the government. A major community project embarked upon by the foundation just before the 10th anniversary was the modernization of facilities at St. Peter's Anglican Primary School, Obaton, in Obafemi Owode local government area of Ogun State, where a block of classrooms was constructed and the borehole sunk and already providing water to no fewer than 12 communities in the area. Following the call to glory of the foundation's founders, Reverend Dr. and Reverend Mrs. Badejo, the Wilson Badejo Foundation has not relented in the pursuit of the lofty vision and goals before it. Under the guidance of the new chairman, Dr. Osa Emokbai, and the reconstituted board, the WBF has also continued with its annual lecture with the theme Overcoming the Twin Challenge of Poverty and Insecurity in Nigeria. The lecture was given by Professor Ehosa E. Osagaye at its traditional venue, the Nigerian Institute of International Affairs, and was graced by former President of Nigeria, Chief Olusegun Obasanjo, the General Overseer of the Foursquare Gospel Church in Nigeria, Reverend Sam Aboyeji, as well as a host of other eminent guests. At the event, about 30 students were presented with scholarships also. To further reflect the identity and roots of the foundation and memorialize both founders of the foundation, the Wilson Badejo Foundation will now be known as the Wilson and Yinka Badejo Foundation. We call for even more support to help the foundation keep the ideals of its founders alive and further impact the society as a whole. There are still a number of activities that require funding. The vision of the Wilson and Yinka Badejo Foundation will continue to lead the way.